Well, isn't that underwhelming? I thought you would be bigger. You look like gum that got stuck on shoe. Not pretty picture. Wait, what the? Hello everybody, it's me, I'm Friendly Porcupine, and today we are reviewing the XBlock Heavy Tactile, specifically tactile because they couldn't even spell it right on the instructions. Ay, cargo truck. I'll just call it desert truck, the knockoff right. It retails roughly about $30 give or take, and it contains 892 pieces. Enough of that, let's get started with review. Now that's more like it. Yeah, here's the actual desert truck that you get in this set. First things first, the misleading advertisement. We were supposed to get a desert colored truck with desert speckles. Where are the desert speckles? Not here. It's just plain, super clean, if you want to call it, desert truck color. It's like the misleading advertisement. Instant points off on the aesthetic. Oh, and also, this is the same XBlock company that has proven and shown to us that they can do speckled color. Remember the Flying Tiger truck? Yeah, that was actually speckled. So why did they do it here, no speckled? Could they not do the speckled for the desert color? I call bullcrap. Of course you guys could have. If you done the speckle here, why not do the speckle there? Anyways, let us move on. So, we're gonna first start off with the entire truck. I'll just show you all around, this is how it's built. And look at that, they actually placed a print right there. 051. Good. At least they didn't lie about that, huh? It's actually there. Moving on, you can see this right here, the windows. What the fuck happened? The windows were supposed to have this. That's not what I see at all. Well, you wanna know how cheap they played with us? Guess what? The windows are stickers. Yeah, stickers. Seriously, that's how cheap these knockoffs are. Legit, the windows are just stickers. Bruh, you guys couldn't have knocked off the official mold. It's just the source material. You guys managed to knock off everything else except this. Like, bruh, come on, it is just cheap shit. Like cheapskate to the max. And here's the actual instructions. Yeah, they legit told you to put those stickers on. Now that's just low.
Now that's low.
Moving on, we have this front bumper, right? Well, it's very weak. It's hard to attach and it constantly falls off. Once you get it in, it's like, come on. Yeah, that's also another complaint with this set. A lot of the things just fall apart. Come on, Chico, come on. There we go, got it in. Yes, there we go. It's just difficult, a pain in the ass to stick this part in. Ooh. Anyways, moving on, you can see there's lights over there. Moving on to the side, here's how the actual door opens up. Okay, the door actually opens up nicely, and let's go investigate on what's on the inside. But before we do that, you can see right here, they actually managed to put the glass in there. Wow, it wasn't a sticker this time, it was actual glass. So good job, Knuckles, at least you didn't fuck that up. Moving on closer to the interior, you can actually see they did the chairs. And here's how the steering wheel is done. Yeah, thankfully, they actually used the much bigger steering wheel. Yes, Knockoff, thank you. You guys didn't use the lame Lego small one, you used this one, which is the more accurate one. Thank you, Knockoff. And then moving on over here, look. There's an actual print on here. So, knockoffs do prints and then they do stickers. Why couldn't they just print the whole thing instead? Well, yeah, that's knockoffs for you. But it's surprisingly because the print right there is actually not bad. That's genuinely a good print. And of course, this wheel can sometimes get in the way of the figures a little bit, yeah. But there is enough room to place both of the figures in there. And before we get the figures inside, check this out right here. You see this flap? It opens up And thankfully they actually didn't miss the engine compartment over there. So that's good. Yeah, you just saw it right there. That's how loose this thing is. It's not very stable, unfortunately. Since it's attached a little bit loosely, it just gets annoying. When you try to open it and close it, you'll probably drop it. Anyways, let's actually open up this whole thing. So you can see that whole thing right there. That's how the engine compartment works. You lift this thing up so you can have play right here. And then you pull out your fingers and like, I wonder what's wrong. Oh, piece of crap! Look, the whole thing fell off. No, it didn't. That's just the way it's designed. And yeah, if you look on closer, you can see right here what piece did they use to have this thing attached. And yeah, since this thing is also pretty heavy, it wobbles a little bit and it feels like the thing can actually fall off. Sometimes it does. Like for here, for example. You see that? Look at that. The bricks are already falling apart. And you want... Wow. Legit, the whole thing already fell apart just from that. Yeah. Anyway. And of course, the bumper falls off. Okay. You can see right there, based on the way it's done, you see it's just the wheel piece right there. That's how it's attached. One of those things that attach to the wheel, it's just placed in there. Yeah. Unfortunately, because under the pressure, it causes this problem. Which really gets annoying, especially if you want to keep flopping the thing back in, because the system has engine problems and you need to get your mechanic in there. Like mechanics like, I was trying to fix the engine, I didn't expect the whole truck to fall apart. Ay. Yeah, anyways, here's what the engine looks like up close. Thankfully, the engine you can actually take apart. It's pretty easy, check that out. So if you want to build a better engine, just place it in there. And the engine, the actual part of the engine. I kinda got a little bit tired of this super flat gray color. Mega Construx has used it before, but yeah, wish there was maybe a little bit more speckle, something in there. But anyways, look at this. This is actually pretty unique. Yeah, so they use the little steering wheel pieces that steer the thing, They're like a little bit smaller than the ones that you attach for the wheels. Yeah, they also put in this X piece right here, which is really interesting. When you're building it, it makes it feel like the thing won't stick together. But if you push it in hard enough, you can get it to stick. Yeah, explain to me how's this supposed to work. I don't want to break this piece. It just does not attach. Oh! Stupid unfriendly porcupine. Actually attach it before you say anything. So yeah, that's an interesting design and it looks pretty good. Oh, mamma mia. Yeah. And that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, anyways, I'm getting sick and tired of this. Just try to take one piece apart and the whole thing went kablooey. Okay, so let's get the thing attached. So in order to get this thing attached, this is the part that gets a little bit complicated. Oh, mamma mia. Come on. Perfect. Finally got it in. Okay, now this part has to go in here. Chico. There we go. Go. Damn it. And then it's supposed to be over here. And this part's supposed to go in there. You see this? Bull crap? Come on! Chico, come on! And when I was talking about this thing being fragile, this is what I'm talking about. My goodness, is this getting annoying already. Damn, like this thing weighs too much. Not sure if the original one had these type of problems. Alright. Phew, now that we finally got it placed in, we are forgetting something. Remember the engine we took? No, Chico, no. Well, if the engine broke down, I guess we're walking today, huh? Okay, anyway. Good, I got it in. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, that's right, the mirrors that are on the wall. Let's on the doors. Let's place them in. Chico. Yes. Bro, what's it for? Something's not right. Okay. Yeah, so this is one of the most annoying parts of this set. The constant having to rebuild because this whole flap thing. Yeah, that part gets annoying. Very much. So that's why the build is going to get minus points for that. I'm not sure if the original one had this problem because unfortunately I never found it. And I was never ever to... Chico, no, come on! And the tarp's already messing up. Yeah, this is just a little snippet of the Pisak! Ah, come on, Chico. This shit's getting old.
2 hours later.
Finally, I got it rebuilt to the way that it was supposed to be. That took me a long time. Anyways, you remember how I was talking about how I'm going to put these figures inside? Well, let's go ahead and show you all how that works. And also, I'm going to show you how the roof comes on. But before we do that, check this out. There's a little compartment, little hatch door that you can open up, so that way one of your figures can actually poke out. Let's attach you right here, wink wink. Boom, and he's poking out. Hello, figure. Of course, these little railing sides right here are very useful because you can actually stick your figure to it. Come on, figure. No. Peekaboo! Look who came up. You see that right there? The hands are actually attached, and that's why I'm very glad that they provided those little side railings. Now, the show is over, Noko. You can get back in. Yeah, thank you, Noko, for showing me off the next feature. Now that we finally got it out of our way, you can see right here, this is how Mega Construx designed it. So that way you can more easily attach this thing on. However, what happens in reality? Well, let me show you. It gets a little bit hard, a little bit difficult. You have to push that in and boom, you're done. Oftentimes though, when you're trying to take this thing off, right? There we go, got it on. Yeah, that's how it works. And now we finally got to that part of how the figures get inside. Okay, so we open up the door. We squat the figure down, twink twink. Twink twink. Alright figure, get ready to shine. Scooch this little wheel out of the way, bring it down, and yes, there are no little patches so that way you can attach the figure, you know, to the back of the backpack mold. Cool. There we go. We got the figure in there, and the figure looks like he can actually be stealing it. Wink wink, you see that? Figure actually gripping it. Good job, figure. Okay, get in there. Close the door. And for figure number 2. Bend the knees, twink twink. Lift the hands up. Alright, figure. Get ready. Twink. Done. Place the roof back on. Twink. Done. And check that out. The figures are actually in there, and they look like they're having such a good time to be on camera. So, figures, how does it feel to be on camera?
They're onto us! Never go full retard.
Aha, understood. And of course, on the top you also get these lights. These little square lights, which look pretty good, and you can adjust them. Anyways, finally moving on to the back compartment. This tarp right here, this tarp, like wow, this is an amazing tarp. Like legit. The rest of the bricks, no speckle. This tarp right here, actually having a nice little metallic shine, like wow. That right there is awesome. Man, it's like knockoffs, they're like a mixed bag, they're bittersweet. The coloring and everything is just so flat and not speckled. And then over here, like wow, damn. This legit would make Mega Construx proud. And here's how it's attached. You just plug it into each hole. You see this? Plug into the hole, plug in. There's no little brick that attaches it, which feel like there should have been something to hold it in place. Generally, it holds in place pretty well, but sometimes it might slide off, like constantly over here. You push this over, boom, there we go. Yeah. And the material feels very nice. It's perfectly hole size, so the holes are perfectly sized. Moving on to the other side, we can see moving on to the other side, I forgot to talk about the fifth wheel. See, 4 wheels over there, and here's how the fifth wheel. Yes, the fifth wheel actually spins because it's on a wheel just like this. And of course, for the design, they also place these things. These things don't have to be there. The piece will still stay there in place, but you know, it adds that realism to it. Also, if you wanted to, you can rotate it and now get the piece out. That's excellent playability over there. Moving on to the back, you can see they have 2 lights over there, which are designed pretty well. Also looks like there would be a perfect spot for a license plate. Anyways, you move this thing down and now you can actually seat your figures inside. And here's a figure to demonstrate what I mean. You just attach the figure to the studs. Come on, figure, come on, there we go. There we go. And you just let the figure sit back. And look at that, figure's actually sitting. Of course, it makes it a little bit difficult to attach the figures more inward. You would just have to take this whole thing apart, which you can actually take off. There we go. There we go. Boom. You cannot take this whole thing off because it's attached on those little things right there. Though, I'm pretty sure this is not the way it's intended to be taken off. But then, you can place your figures, twink, twink, twink. Everybody, twink, twink, twink. And then you're done. Then the whole house is stacked. Attach this back on too, and yeah. Oop-a-ra. Bring that down. Twink, twink. Click, click. Click, click. And perfect. Like nothing ever. Uh-oh. Fix that up real quick. Tie it over there. And there we go. Like nothing ever happened.
Like it never even happened.
Okay, perfect. Oh, and one more thing Knockoffs did right. Check this out. At least this is a brown color and not another desert color. Ooh, Knockoffs. Constant disappointment. But hey, at least they did this right. And of course, the door closes up very nicely. And look, those little pieces actually keep it from closing in further. That's good. Anyways, let's flip the whole thing upside down. You can see that there's actual detail inside. And remember, if you guys were paying attention, there was a little piece that broke off. Yeah. You just slide this thing in a bit more. Point, point, point. So that way you can attach it onto it. Point. Okay, and slide this up. Oh, Chico, come on. Okay. There we go. And here's what the underside looks like. Whoop, I forgot one of the mud flaps, which is also another cool feature about this set. Yeah, that's what it looks like underneath. Mega Construx use these little barrels, which make a good design. Doink. Yeah, Knockoffs have knocked off the underneath department pretty well. Including this, including that, including that. Very good job. And also, they've done the mud flaps underneath, which is also not bad. Pretty well done. Though the gray color is kind of boring, you know, it's all just one plane, you know, you could have added in a bit more silvers, other colors. Yeah, unfortunately I never had the original, so I'm not sure if the original was all just solid gray or there were actual speckled colors underneath. I was hoping it would be speckled, but man, that would be a low. That would be very low for Knockoff. That would be very low for Mega Construx.
Now that's low.
If you're wondering why is there a green line over there, well, they sent me the wrong colored piece. Yep. I didn't have the desert one that was supposed to be there, so yeah, now there's a green line. Anyways, enough about the truck. Figures, it's time for you. Get out of there.
Get out.
Here is figure number 1. Big eye, small eye. Yeah, you look at his eyes. Big eye, small eye. Why Knockoffs? Why? I don't know. But yeah, you see that? That's what the hold eyes do. Big eye, small eye. And yes, hold eyes. Even better if they were not hold. Also, another bullcrap thing. Look! Annoying boot trick. Come on, Chico. Man, that shit's getting annoying. And it's done for every single figure. Oh, come on, Chico. You could have made it all one solid color or just paint the boots a different color. But Knockoffs are cheap. Like this figure, for example, you see? No annoying boot trick. Because this is an official Mega Construx figure. Yeah, and also, why are you giving us wrinkly arms when you did it correct in the BTR set? Chico, you could have gave us this type of arm, but no, instead you decided to go with wrinkly arm. Moving on, we can also see there is a bit discoloration right here. You can see it right here. Yeah, skin color a little brighter, that right there. Yeah, that's definitely a discoloration that gets annoying. I mean, you can get used to it, but it is noticeable. It seems like their plastic quality keeps changing. So far, it feels a little bit more rubbery, and on top of that, the arms that go together, it was a lot more easier to assemble as to compare to other previous sets, so I don't know, they keep trying to fix it. Yeah, but unfortunately, maybe they fixed it a little bit too well or something, but yeah, these legs right here, they're very, very tight when you first get them, and if you don't apply olive oil or vegetable oil or something, you know, to lubricate it, it becomes very difficult to move. Also, another thing, if you notice very closely, if we can bring it under more light, see, there's like a very, very thin spot. It almost makes it feel like I can poke it with like a toothpick or something. Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about right there. You can see, it really feels like you can just, yeah, it's just a little bit too transparent. Feels very, very thin. It always makes it feel like the whole thing can just take apart. Also, another thing, there's a lot of extra flaking in there. And look, it's already ripping. Ripping, Chico. That is not good. So it seems like their previous leg molds were better than this, so that's annoying. Yeah, so some of the new changes kind of made it worse a little bit. Also, another thing, wasn't the hat on backwards like they advertised? So why is the hat on forward? Well, probably because they didn't knock off a mold that goes on backwards. Knockoffs being cheap once again, what's new? And of course, the hands are actually glove molds. Now you can compare to the official. You can see right here based on the mold, official Mega Construx to the right, knockoff right here. You can see, yeah, they really tried to pull off that glove mold. You see, of course, they got the bottom part of it, but under further inspection, look at this. Twink, twink, twink. You see those little dots right there? They tried to simulate these little parts on the door. It's like, wow. Never exactly noticed that, but it's there. So, good job, knockoffs, I guess. Anyways, on to the next figure. Here's figure number 2, with annoying boot trick and blue visors. Yeah, that's a strange color for the visors, but yeah, it also kind of looks like they just spray painted his face, like he's playing paintball and everything went into his eye. Well, particularly this guy. This was an older head mold right here. And you can see, this is a very old one, this is the more newer one, this is another, these are all knockoffs, and then here is an official one. You can see, the detail on the official one is best. This is the older knockoffs when they just exactly copied the mold. You can see they capture a lot of the detail, but the head movement barely moves up and down. Here, the head movement actually moves up and down, very smooth. Here, of course, the official one beats its ass, and you can see right here, another comparison, this is the one from the SDU Flying Tigers. You can see right here, it's not very detailed. It looks like it's a little bit more detailed, but it also looks like just a different color expresses more of the mold details inside, rather than this color. Also, the material that they put into it. You can see, right here, it used to be a lot more shinier. It's like it's a different type. Over here, it's a bit more rubber. So, yeah, they're trying to make their quality at least a little bit higher. You can see right here, there's definitely a difference. It's very nice on the vest. They actually put a little slot for a flag. Like, yes, good job, knockoff. Don't go back to this mold. It's not a good mold. And speaking of mold, knockoff, these are glove molds. So why did you paint the skin-colored glove mold? What? No, knockoff. You had the mold. You had the mold, literally. This is what it used to look like before, you see? Those were actual hands. So why is it that they just made these glove molds? I thought knockoffs were on a roll, you know? They were learning. They were listening to my videos. Make those glove molds for the actual gloves. Here they decided to go lazy, cheap, and like not reuse the same mold again, which is really bizarre. It's like now I have skin-colored gloves. Remind me of that one Mega Construx World War II set with skin-colored gloves. You guys had the mold, just reuse this mold. You see? Let me show you more up closer. You see right here? It doesn't need to be a glove mold. Could have just easily used this. And why did they not? You know, it kind of makes it feel like that they're just being lazy. It's like, hey, you know what? This is the new mold. Why are we going to use the old mold? Well, because the old mold was more accurate. Wasn't a glove mold. It's like knockout. I don't think they understand the difference between glove mold and hand mold or something. I mean, they made this glove, actually made it a glove. It's like they listen to my video and then they do this. So then who are they actually listening to? Well, clearly not Logic. And also, that's what the vest looks like underneath. You can also see, yeah, clearly a different material. See, it's a bit more rubber. As compared to the more shiny part before, you can really see how the light refracts of it. It's almost about on the same level of shininess as Mega Construx. But you can still feel it feels a little bit more rubbery than the official Mega Construx. And thankfully, the vest attaches on pretty smoothly. Boom. So this is actually a pretty good vest. And here's the last figure, figure number 3, which looks a little bit taller than the other figures. Let me just compare for real quick. Yeah. No, it's about the same. It just looks that way. Yeah, you can see the head mold. They use this type of head mold, which is the same one from this one. This was a previous one. You can see the previous one had a lot more detail, but lesser head movement. Still moves, but this one, like, wow. The head movement moves very well. And this is the one where they updated the head mold. It's still the same head mold as previous, it's just a different color and a different material makes all of the mold details stand out a bit more. And just to compare it to the official one, yeah, the official one, more detailed, and head movement still moves up and down. Anyways, more annoying boot trick, wonderful, wonderful. At least these are skin colored gloves, so they didn't mess up that, and they gave it a World War II vest. Still, with this whole, the goggles and everything, it really makes it feel like they just spray painted it. However, the spray paint is on point. They actually got it all in, still. Yeah, so at least it's not as bad, and it looks like knockoffs are improving on their paint job. At least, slightly. Now, my comrades, do you notice something missing? Something that XBlock is very known for, unlike Zoan Yu. It's the figure stands! Why were they not included in this set? Bruh, it's such an easy fix. Just add these on like you always used to do. XBlock, you guys were known for including figure stands in your sets. So why this switch up? Why not include them no more? The source reference had figure stands. This is just so bizarre. Why? Why would you not include them? All you had to do was include the damn figure stands, XBlock. Thank you, Big Smoke. And now let's talk about the accessories that you get in the set. So, you get one plate of these are all pretty excellent accessories. Standard, you guys already know the deal. Then we have this one right here, also these type of accessories, and you get 3 of them. So, 1, 2, and 3. Only problem with these type of accessories is that I noticed on official figures, they tend to bend the grip a bit back. However, on knockoff figures, there is not a problem. Let's take this claymore and not use it as binoculars, eh? Okay, here's the claymore, let's see how it works. Boom! See, figure can hold claymore, no problem. However, if you try to do this with an official figure, then yes, the official figure actually snaps the hand. These knockoffs are a bit more resilient. They're a bit more sturdy, and they can handle the roughness of the knockoff accessories. But unfortunately, these lose a bit of value since I can't really use these for the official figure. I would have loved it if they were just very easily interchangeable. Thankfully, Zoan Yu does their accessories very well, and they're actually compatible fully with the Mega Construx official figure. Also, speaking of accessories, do you remember? You remember what was advertised? Yeah, a rocket launcher. And where is the rocket launcher? Guess what? They didn't include it, but they advertised like they did. Knockoff. And the thing is, it was like a new rocket launcher. Whoa, check that out. Yeah, we don't even get this rocket launcher. The rocket launcher that XBlock is usually known for doing. Yeah, and XBlock is the one that doesn't mess up the rocket launcher hole. So not even getting this type of rocket launcher really just makes the deal suck. Like, come on, Chico. You could have at least included this rocket launcher. If you take Zuanyu, you can always see they don't even have a hole carved in there. That's something Zuanyu doesn't do right. But they do their other accessories much better. XBlock in particular is the one that you want the rocket launcher from. And for them not to do their rocket launcher is such a big ball draw. Epic fail. It's like, and misleading advertising.
Wow, that's really low. We have a winner.
You can see right there. Look at that awesome rocket launcher that we would have got. We don't even get this one. But it's not all bad because they actually did something right. Yes, a care package. That's what I'm talking about, Knockoffs. This right here sweetens the deal. At least they followed their source material and actually included a care package. The one very rare time Mega Construx includes a care package and Knockoffs are like, oh, there's a care package in there. Let's put it in. You know how Knockoffs should be? Knockoffs should be like, hey, care package belongs in every single set. Come on, you guys are Knockoff. Always increasing the value. Have to make it higher than the original one. And I'm so glad they did the care package. And look at this. It's all one color. But the care package is done very well. And also, you see these little two ridges on the top? Yeah, in the instruction they actually said for me not to put them in. So yeah, you see, it's just two pieces and these little ridges were not even included in the building process. Then I'm wondering why? Come on, your source material had it like this. Why is it missing in instructions? I don't know. But these pieces came extra, so yeah, you could build the care package this way. Yeah, it's just really bizarre that they wouldn't put it in the instructions. Anyways, moving on to how this thing actually opens up. There are a lot of accessories, we'll play with those later, but yeah, check this out right here. The care package actually opens up and closes very well. Like wow, it's actually not bad quality from the official Mega Construx. Still, official Mega Construx feels slightly better, but it's a bit hard to tell. So yeah, they actually knocked off the care package very well, and on top of that, look, they got the mold correct. I'm so glad they knocked off the modern, bigger care package. They've knocked off the World War II one, and now we get this one. I just really hope they start putting more of these into their sets. Like, this really sweetens the deal, and it really makes it feel like you purchased the set. Like, yes. Heck, I would have even liked it if Knockoffs actually sold these care packets separately so you could buy a crap ton of them in all different colors. Imagine you buy like 100 of these and you paint them all sorts of different colors. Like, yeah, that's what we're talking about. Also, this care package is an excellent care package to paint, but it also, some people might be like, ugh, it's not even speckled or anything. I mean, this is actually not that bad. Still, it really does look like a beta care package or something. But even though it looks like a beta colored care package, I like it. I actually like the color, it's not bad. Especially if you can do an epic paint job. And what about the other accessories that were included? There was also an extra arm piece. You get this dark green backpack. You get two of them. Moving on, you also get this gun. Misleading advertisement, because if you looked at the front cover, it was actually painted. And they made it feel like the gun separates and takes apart. Such misleading advertisement. Yeah, Knockoffs. It's like, you guys try to make the guns look like they come apart, and then you guys don't even do it. Knockoffs. If you're actually watching this video, how about try making the gun separatable, make apartable? Huh? Maybe that would be a very cool idea you guys could actually do. But what are you in reality going to do? You're just going to keep making full guns. I mean, they're still pretty good guns, but like, man, if you just made the guns take apartable, well now great, you actually reached on the Mega Construx's level. That's why I like Mega Construx Call of Duty figures with their guns and much better, because they actually come apart, meaning I can actually customize. Here, what can I really customize? I mean, I can paint it, maybe snip some parts off, but that's that. I just really don't like the misleading advertisement you guys do. Show off painted guns, try your ass super hard, like finesse your ass with the advertisement, and then you deliver this. Yeah, you see, no paint application on this one either. And same with this one. And of course, Knockoffs with their molds, they make it look really ridiculous. But yeah, at least this sniper looks pretty good. And last but not least, you also get these three ropes that are very difficult to actually slide a gun through. So yeah, they're not the best quality, but you can use them as just like little ropes out here. and they easily snap if you pull them too tight. Like Mega Construx, they have a lot more elasticity. On the official Mega Construx, these ones are a bit more tighter. So yeah, but you do get 3 of them. And of course, the lastest thing, let's actually put all of these accessories in here, and let's do a little test. Does it actually hold everything? The only thing it doesn't hold, of course, is these, because these can easily slide through the hole. So yeah, that would not be good. But of course, these are designed to be attached to the gun. Anyway, see, look at that. My pieces don't get lost. I can toss it over here, toss it, doesn't get lost. And that's what I really like. And of course, the lastest of last things, you can grip with the Carepackage like that. And of course, need another figure. Come on, figure. Let's get on to the action. Boom. And now the figures are transporting the Carepackage. Alright, Mr. Soldier, let's go. Wow, it looks like they're going into the darkness. Yeah, what exactly is this knockoffs? It's a container with a lot of extra thrown in. What are these little side railings and other stuff? Yeah, I don't know. It's knockoff logic. Let's throw in these random things and make it look cool. How about these things on the top? What are these? Lights? Ventilations? Maybe their ventilation's covered in super sand or something. But yeah, that's really strange. Why a lot of these really random pieces? Well, I don't know. They try to make the build, I guess, look cooler. But this really feels random and really feels extra. But thankfully, if you don't like these little extra things, you can take them off and now you get extra pieces. So I'm not complaining about that. However, what I am complaining about is the color choice. The misleading advertisement. Once again, like, man, they really mislead with the advertising. You remember, they advertised first a desert colored container. And then the container was green color. So what do you actually get? It's a gray colored container. Yeah, they have done a gray color before, but it was a lighter gray color. This was the gray color in comparison. You can see right here, yeah, the gray color is a bit dark. It's a bit more closer to the official Mega Construx, which was this color. But see, this one right here actually had a speckle in it. You can see a little bit of speckle flakes and a little bit of a shine. Here, yeah, this one is a bit just more reflective. Also, they didn't include a print. They included a sticker. Yeah, you just put FX on the sticker and that's it. And here's the problem with that. Yeah, it's a container. A container has little ridges right here. So if you try to put in the cut sticker, you're going to have air gap in between. Or otherwise, you're gonna have to take a toothpick and push it in, or with a fingernail push it in to fill in all of those air gaps. And on top of that, you just place a sticker. You see, look at this print. You see how the print is actually in there. It's printed very nicely. If you try to put a sticker on it, yeah, the sticker is not going to have that three-dimensional detail unless you push it in. And then again, the sticker is going to easily fall off. This is such a bad design. And plus, with this build right here, you see these holes that you put in? Well, guess what? Now you're gonna have to puncture a hole through the sticker. Do you realize how stupid that is, Knuckles? Like, legit, that is stupid. And on top of that, you wanna know even more stupidity? This is the same XBlock company. Look at that. They actually did a print. I call complete bullcrap. Stickers and then this bullcrap, huh? Come on, Knuckles. You guys could have very easily did a print like you did here. So you're telling me the past Knuckles, the past version is better than this Carepackage? Like, come on, Knuckles. I really hate it when they play so cheap with us. First it was the windows, then it was the desert speckle not even being there, then it was no figure stands. Like, XBlock, you are going on a downhill. It's like a slippery slope. Like, no, this is not the way you're supposed to do it. However, there is an advantage to having stickers. Now I don't have to put these shitty stickers onto my container. What if I just wanted a nice smooth container? Well, guess what? Now I don't have to spoil it with this print right here. So, there are advantages to having a sticker. But still, it feels cheap. Very cheap. And also, another thing, Knuckles. Why is it that you do it with these lame doors? All of the problems that were in the previous container are all of the same exact problems in this container. Yeah, here is, let me do comparison side by side, an original to another original. Yeah, you see, previous one, they still have the problem. And when you try to open up the doors, it's pretty difficult to get it open. And then often this happens. What? No! Look what happens when you do it with the official. You push it back, it doesn't do that. With the knockoffs, okay, that one's actually not so bad, but this one in particular. And then when you try to push the thing back in, look at this. Alright, let's push this door back in. There's a lot of serious door problems. And it really ruins the container a bit for me. Boom! You see that? Look. As soon as I pressed it down, it came out of the thing. Now I have to push it in. Let's see, do I want it back out again? Yes, I do. Okay. Uh-oh, it fell off very easily. Having to push it back in, look at this. Boom, I pushed it. Bruh. Bruh. Like, look at that. Yeah, that is some of the bull crap that the original containers had. They still do the part, they still look good, at least somewhat. Also, when you do it like this, look, the official one, you can actually stick like a peg in here. See this? I can actually stick that in there. With this, I can't do that no more. Why knockoffs? Why do you go with this lame option? You see, knockoffs, improve. Take from the original and actually improve. You see that? You had this right here, you guys could have easily done it. However, despite all of the bull crap that is over here, they actually did something right. So, with the official Mega Construx version, did it actually come with a container? No, it did not. Yeah, that's something Knockoffs actually did. Wow, good job Knockoffs, like legit, good job. You went above and beyond compared to what Mega Construx did. They advertised that you can do this with a container set. Why I didn't include one? Yeah, that's a bit of a bummer. And you know what Knockoffs are like? They're looking at the source material. We're trying to knock off this set. And the Knockoffs just can't understand quite right. That's really bizarre. We're looking at the instruction and we can see that the set has a container over there. They're wondering, so this set came with a container, but why is it gray color with a little bit of orange? They were thinking, how can we do this? I know, we'll just make it gray color. And maybe that's why it's gray color and not desert colored or dark green color. Yeah, maybe that's why. Maybe they were trying to knock it off so hard, part for part, that they even knocked off the part that was not included and just shown for demo. Now that's what I love about knockoff. Like legit, that's what I love about knockoff. They included this thing right here, this whole container sweetens the deal. Even if the container has a lot of bullcrap problems with the doors, the container is still a good container and you can still play with it. Though, personally, I would take all of these things off. They're just really annoying and they really just... they just feel so extra and just really ruin the aesthetic for me. Yeah, get off. Of course, these little things on the top, let's remove these pieces. These pieces are actually pretty good pieces. It's just, they just don't belong here. It just doesn't feel right. And yeah, so you get a lot of extra pieces. But these are not necessarily extra pieces. Let me show you what I mean, because Knockoffs actually included an ulterior build. Okay, and as we scroll through the instruction, you can see you can also swap out this part and put a container on it. Now, if we move on, the container also has a second build. See that? You just place two of those barrels right there, which you would take off. Oh, chico. Which you would take off from the bottom of these. So yeah, there aren't extra spare barrels included. This is like another alternate build of the pieces that you have. Unfortunately, you have to also take apart some pieces from the truck. Anyways, you put this together and this really reminds me of how the World War II one was built. So you can see, you can build it like that, you can build it like this. So I'm glad that they actually included this in the instruction. So that way the final result can look like this. So there is some alternative play here. There's a second build, so yes, that's good. Though it really does look like they just took the design from the World War II container that the official Mega Construx did, and instead of barbed wire they just used this piece, which would be all of these pieces right here. And then of course the two wooden planks that hold up the seat over here, on the seat. So those pieces right there. As for the second build, I really don't want to take this thing apart because I'd rather have the pieces there, but yeah. The barrels, as for the barrels, I'll just use another barrel to show you what I mean. And here it is, the alternative build. Except these little doors came apart, they weren't included within the instruction to build. And yeah, that's what it looks like without the guns. And of course, you would be able to attach the guns. But just look at this, I want to show you real quick. Look at how they attach the gun. You can see right here, yeah, see that piece right there? That's just placed there, so you can attach an accessory over here. Yeah, exactly, tell me exactly how those things are hanging. Ah, they're hanging by the ropes, which means now you have to attach the rope to them. Which is not so bad, but also, yeah, they just attach by the ropes. You just hang them over. That's how the guns work. Since I didn't bother attaching the ropes because those ropes are very difficult to get on the gun, I'm not going to really show that off. Anyways, you can see right here, look at these two wooden planks. How is it exactly that you put them together? Well, you don't. They're not designed to be placed that way. The studs are not there. And you know how knockoffs were being sneaky? Yeah. If you notice, on this build, they didn't show you placing it on there. It's not like it was in the air or something. Yeah, like this thing right here, you see? This shows it clearly would go on. Here with this knockoff, there's no arrow pointing it down. You know why that's done? To make this look more nicer. So that way you don't see the actual result of what you get when you try to put them. Because where are the studs? Right there. There is no double mismatch, so yeah, that right there is a bummer. And plus, when you flip this other container piece upside down, there are no studs to stick it on, so yeah, it just hangs like that. However, the design is not horrible. Of course, with the barbed wire, they just put those two pieces over there, and yeah, it makes an alternate build, so yeah. That's what it looks like on the bottom. Yeah, for these bottom pieces, they were all supposed to be smooth desert pieces like this, but unfortunately, I ran out, so I had to make do with what I had. And as a build, it actually stands, it's pretty stable, so it's not going to fall apart crazy bad, and yeah. It's not a bad build, just some problems with this thingy and some of the way the weapons hang. They don't give you enough of these, which are the more ideal pieces to actually hang your weapons on. Oh well. Oh, and remember this build. Yeah, I'm using different pieces since I don't want to take apart the desert truck and everything, but yeah. That's why I'm using a different colored barrel. But the logic still would work. So we have this piece, right? How exactly is it supposed to attach? Right? The barrels are not really anti-studs, so you don't really attach them. See, they're just not going to attach. They can't circle around an entire brick like that. So essentially, this build right here is a very stupid build. It does not function. So literally, how do you build it? Well, you build it like this. You have your two barrels on the floor, place plate on the top, and that's it. A big windstorm can come over. Uh-oh, what happened to your build? It's gone. Knockoff logic. And now onto the last build, where you swap this out and place it in for a container. Here's how the process works. So you first take this whole thing off. You see this piece right here? You just push it right there. Boom. And that's it. That's the most easiest way to do it. And now, here's what it looks like underneath. Actually looks pretty tough. And then, this piece right here, you basically attach it on these 2 points. And that's it. So it only attaches on 2 points. Put it on. Boom. And now it is on. And yeah, that looks pretty good. I like the aesthetic of it. And now that it's on, it's actually pretty stable, even though it's attached only on 2 studs. I mean, yes, you can move it up and down like this, it's not intended to, but, not as stable as I thought, eh? No, but you're not supposed to lift it up like that, so you would lift it up like this, but legit though, it's actually pretty stable. And of course, just like with the container, you can open out the doors, put in your care package in there, put in some figures, some comrades. Alright, comrades, have fun, let's go! Okay, though, seriously, get out, I need to finish review. And now, the cool part about this is if you have multiple containers, like a green one, like an official one, like a silver one, like another silver one. Yeah, if you have these containers, the cool part is you can now swap it out for different designs. Check this out. Boom! The green one looks really good. Now that's an excellent color scheme. That one also looks really good. Ooh, now that looks excellent. And look at that, just like how the official Mega Construx advertised in their instructions. Oi, it's upside down. Ay ay ay. Well, clearly that looks excellent. Look at that, the figures are trying to hide from you, the viewer. Thankfully you can see them very clearly. Yeah, figures, try harder next time. And last but not least, we also have this clear one. Now, Desert Rock, prepare yourself to be judged. Alright, my comrades, we have reached that part of the video, my favorite part of the video, the final judgment time. For the aesthetics, I give this set a 5 out of 10. Such misleading advertisement, and there's so much of it. Especially with that desert truck, you really thought you would be getting the speckle. No, 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 no. Plus, no figure stamp. Ay, ay, ay. Hold eyes on that one figure, all three have annoying boot trick. Skin-colored gloves. Ay, 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 ay. Plus, stupid annoying stickers. Like, man, it's a crap. The cheap bullcrap they went with the windows, the bullcrap they went with the container. Chico. I mean, the stickers at least are pretty decent, they feel kind of high quality-esque. But man, that's really cheap of them to do. At least the tarp is done very well and it looks aesthetically good. For the playability, I give this set a 7 out of 10. They really sweetened the deal by adding in that container. Like, yes, they went above the Mega Construx. That's something they did better than the official Mega Construx, because they actually included the container. On top of that, you also get a care package. So glad they didn't mess up the source material and actually gave you a care package. But knowing the truth, they only probably gave you the care package because the official one had it. Meaning, if the official one never gave you a care package, guess what the knockoffs would have gave you? No care package, because they're knocking off exactly for exactly. Seriously, knockoffs need to do better than Mega Construx and include care package in every single set. Oh, and the figure articulation. The mold was a lot more easier to assemble. The only problem was the legs. The ball joint on the legs, little bit too stiff. Other than that, the figures assembled pretty decent. Unfortunately though, the truck is a little bit fragile where it falls apart and that really gets annoying, as you can see right here. Chico, come on! Also, there are no figure stands to play with. Chico, come on! Like, that really adds in the playability. For them not to do that, for XBlock not to do that, like, you dropped the ball. Plus, the source material had figure stands. You had one job, knockoffs, one job! Oh, and of course, and last but not least, the container doors are very difficult to open up. They really kill the playability. For the value, I give this set a 7 out of 10. You get a container, you get care package, you get lots of accessories which I already disassembled and actually put them in. And yeah, that's why the accessories are not present, but it's these accessories you already know, so you get at least a decent amount of accessories for knockoffs and them. And the price, I would say, roughly about $38. It's a bit high considering this is also a knockoff and considering a lot of the bullcrap and the cheap moves that they went with it. $30, like around $30 is how much I seen this thing go for. A little bit too high. I'd say $20 to $25 would be a more reasonable price. And last but not least, for the build, I give the build a 7 out of 10. Like again, it's a little bit fragile, which adds on to the playability. The instructions are actually numbered by the piece part, which is really good, as you can see right here. Look what they did. Just look, all the pieces are numbered. But check this out. This is the most awesomest part. Wow! The baggies that you open are actually numbered. Like, wow! Knockoffs are doing that. That is amazing. Good job, Knockoffs. Good job. I'm also very glad that Mega Construx started also numbering their bags. Because back in the day, they didn't number their bags. Even in knockoffs. And this is really, really awesome. And look at this. The quality of the instruction. It's actually pretty decent. Was not expecting for a knockoff. My expectations were pretty low. But yeah, it's just like a standard instruction. It's a pretty good quality paper. And look at that. The instructions and everything, how it shows together, it's all clear. And look at that. They also tell you how to build the figures. That right there is awesome. Unfortunately, it came bent, but that's all okay. Thankfully, those numbered bags really make the building experience way much more nicer. The stickers, they really get annoying, and I consider them part of the build. No, it's just a cheap move, so yeah. I don't like putting on stickers, and yeah, it's weird because they actually did prints here, so it's like, why not do prints all the way? And of course, they also gave you an alternative build, which is nice, so yeah, I consider that part of the build because you actually get more out of the set that you build with. Even though the alternative build had a lot of bull crap, like the barrels and the plate, yeah. There's a lot of knockoff bull crapish, and overall the brick quality wasn't horrendously horrible. There were some pieces that were a little bit loose, but everything sticks in well, pretty decently, everything holds together, so yeah. Let's just say they're pretty tight for the most part. And that brings us to the final score, which I give a 6.5 out of 10. Well, my comrades, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a like, and as always, my comrades, if you want to see more content from me, such as Mega Construx Call of Duty knockoff reviews, if you want to see more of them, you know what to do. Post in the comment section that you want to see more of them, and hit the subscribe so when I actually upload them, you guys don't miss it. Other than that, my comrades, have an excellent day, and thank you for watching.